All right, thanks, guys. The Padres take on the Orioles, 7:05 Eastern first pitch in Baltimore. No line currently posted for this game as of yet. We have Jimmy Yacobanis for Baltimore, Logan Allen for the Padres. Baltimore is 29th in runs allowed at home, and that's actually second to last in Major League Baseball in that category there. They've also won just 9 out of 37 games at Camden Yards. Give me the Padres winning that one outright for some money line cash. Next game, Blue Jays taking on the Yankees, 7:05 Eastern first pitch in the Bronx. No line currently posted for that game either. We have Clayton Richard for the Blue Jays. No probable listed as of yet for the Yankees. Look for that to be released later today. If there's a probable released for that game, let me know in the comments section below who it is. Now, Toronto ranks 27th in runs allowed. They're also dead last in Major League Baseball in walks allowed. Plenty of free passes they're giving up. They're also 21 games under 500 for the season. So no real surprise here. I'm going to lean Yankees winning that one outright for some money line cash. Next matchup, Mets, Phillies, 7:05 South Philly. The Phils are minus 140, totals 10.5. We did see a 15-cent fade of Philadelphia and movement upward on the total. Once again, the Phillies are minus 140, totals 10.5. The Mets are plus 130 on the money line. Phillies plus 125, laying the run and a half. We have Jake Arrieta for the Phils, Walter Lockett for the Mets. Lockett, is this a typo? Walter Lockett comes into this game with a 23.18 ERA. Is that right? That's unbelievable. The Mets also won just 4 out of their last dozen. Winners in just 6 out of their last 20 on the road as well. And when it comes to the total, the Mets are 26-15 to the over when traveling. So with all that in mind, I'm going to lean Philadelphia Phillies minus 140 and the over 10.5 in that game. Next matchup, Royals, Indians, 7:10 Cleveland. The Indians are the hefty $2.25 favorite. Totals at 9.5. We did see a 20-cent move toward Cleveland and movement upward on the total. Once again, the Indians are minus 225. Totals 9.5. Kansas City's plus 195 on the money line. Cleveland minus $1.30 on the run line. We have Shane Bieber for the Indians. Glenn Sparkman for the Royals. Sparkman's just 2-3 on the year. Meanwhile, Bieber on the other side is 6-3 with a 3.86 ERA. Now, Kansas City's just 27-52 overall for the year. They've also won just 11 out of 38 games when traveling. They rank 29th in hits on average per game on the road, which is second to last in Major League Baseball. Now, total-wise, the Indians are 22-15 to the under at home. Give me Cleveland, minus 155. Cleveland, minus 1.5. Getting the job done on the run line in the under. 9.5 in that game. Next matchup, White Sox. Red Sox, 7:10 Boston. No line currently posted for this game. We have David Price for the Red Sox. Carson Fulmer for the White Sox. Boston's first in hits, first in walks. Give me the Red Sox of Boston winning that one outright for some money line cash. Next matchup, Rangers, Tigers, 7:10 Detroit. The Rangers are minus 135, totals 9.5. We did see a 10-cent move toward Texas and movement upward on the total. Once again, the Rangers are minus 135, totals 9.5. Detroit's plus 125 on the money line. Texas plus $1.15 on the run line. We have Chavez for the Rangers, Zimmerman for the Tigers. Zimmerman's 0-4 with a 6.03 ERA. Detroit's dropped 8 out of their last 9 ball games. They've also won just 11 out of 35 at home. They rank dead last in Major League Baseball in scoring on average per game. Give me the Rangers minus 135 and the under 9.5 in that game. Next matchup, Nationals, Marlins, 7:10 Miami. The Nats are minus 220, totals at 7. We saw a 10-cent move toward the Nationals and movement downward on the total. Once again, Washington minus 220, totals at 7. Miami's plus 200 on the money line. The Nats are minus $1.15 on the run line. We have Scherzer for the Nats, Richards for the Marlins. Richards is just 3-7 on the year. Meanwhile, Scherzer 6-5 with a 2.62 ERA and a bunch of strikeouts. Miami ranks second to last in Major League Baseball in scoring. They've also won just 13 out of 38 on their home field. Total-wise, Miami's 5-2 to the under in their last 7. Washington 4-2 to the under in their last 6 themselves. Give me the Nationals -1.5 and the under 7 runs in that game. Next matchup, Braves, Cubs. 8:05 Wrigley Field in Chicago. The Braves are -115, no total as of yet. We saw a 10-cent move toward Atlanta in the early wagering. Once again, the Braves are -115, no line on the total as of yet. Chicago's plus $1.10 on the money line. We have Adbert Alzoni for the Cubs, Max Fried for the Braves. Fried comes into this game with an 8-3 record. Atlanta's also 22-16 on the road, and they are 13-4 in their last 17 ball games at any location. The Braves are also 5th in scoring, 4th in hits. Give me the Braves -115, winning that one outright for some money line cash. Next matchup, Pirates, Astros, 8-10 Houston. The Astros are -270, totals 8.5. We saw a nickel fade of the Astros in the early wagering and movement downward on the total. Once again, Houston's -270, totals 8.5. Pittsburgh's +230 on the money line. Houston -$1.30 on the run line. We have Garrett Cole for the Stros, Trevor Williams for the Buccos. Williams comes into this game with a 4.12 ERA. Meanwhile, Garrett Cole on the other side, 6-5 with a 3.54 ERA for the Houston Astros. Now, Houston is 19 games over 500. They're 49-30 overall for the year, despite their current skid. They're also 29-11 at home. One more thing to add about Houston, they rank first in Major League Baseball in hits allowed per game on average. So very, very good starting rotation, even after shipping away a lot of starting rotation talent in the past couple of seasons. Now, total-wise, Pittsburgh's 8-4 to the over in their last dozen. Give me the Astros -1.5 in the over, 8.5 in that matchup. Next game, Rays, Twins, 8-10 Minnesota. The Rays are -115 on the road, totals at 9, and we actually saw a 10-cent move toward Tampa Bay. Once again, the Rays are -115, totals at 9. Minnesota's +105 on the money line. Tampa Bay +$1.35 on the run line. We have Snell for the Rays, Gibson for the Twins. Gibson's 7-4 on the year. Meanwhile, Snell, as many strikeouts as he has, and as impressive as he's looked in several starts, he's just 4-6 on the year with a 4.52 ERA. The Twins are second in scoring on average per game. They're also first in runs allowed at home. When it comes to the total, Tampa Bay is 26-14 to the under when traveling. Give me the Twins +105, getting the job done as the home dog, and the under 9 runs in that game. Next matchup, Mariners, Brewers, 8-10 Milwaukee. The Brewers are -170, totals at 10. 20-cent fade of the Brewers in the early wagering. Movement upward on the total as well. Once again, the Brewers are -170, totals at 10. Seattle's +150 on the money line. Milwaukee +$1.10 on the run line. We have Davies for the Brewers, Gonzalez for the Mariners. Now, Davies comes into today's game with a 7-1 record and a 3.06 ERA. The Brewers have been winners in 6 out of their last 8 games at home. They also rank 6th in home hits on average per game. Now, total-wise, Seattle's 28-12 to the over on the road. Give me the Brewers -170 and the over 10 runs in that matchup. Next game, Athletics. Cardinals, 8-15 St. Louis. The Cardinals are -130, totals 8.5. 20-cent fade of St. Louis and movement downward on the total. Once again, the Cards are -130, totals 8.5. Oakland's +120 on the money line. St. Louis +$1.55 on the run line. We have Jack Flaherty for the Cards. Chris Bassett for the A's. Bassett comes into this game with a 4-3 record and a 3.64 ERA. Flaherty on the other side for the Cards, just 4-4 with a 4.24 ERA. St. Louis is 22nd in hits on average per game. They're also 23rd in striking batters out at home. Now, Oakland on the other side, 5-2 straight up in their last 7. They're also 20-16 against the spread away from home. And of course, when I refer to the spread, I'm referring to the run line. So once again, Oakland 20-16 ATS away from home. Now, total-wise, St. Louis is 24-16 to the under at home. Give me Oakland plus 1.5 and the under 8.5 in that matchup there. Next game, Dodgers, D-backs, 940 Arizona. No line currently posted for this game. We have Robbie Ray for Arizona, Ross Stripling for the Dodgers. Stripling comes into this game with a 3-1 record and a 3.08 ERA. Arizona's really struggled at Chase Field this year. Winners in just 16 out of 37 games at home. They also rank 23rd in home scoring. The Dodgers on the other side are 54-26 overall for the year, so nearly 30 games over 500. They're actually 28 games over 500 to be exact, and they won 6 out of their last 7 ball games. Give me the Dodgers winning that one outright for some money line cash. All right, next matchup, Rockies, Giants, 945 San Francisco. No line currently posted for that game either. We have Madison Bumgarner for the Giants, Chichi Gonzalez for the Rockies. I don't know if that's a typo, if that's for real. I don't know where I'm getting my notes from, but Chichi Gonzalez, is that right? Chichi Gonzalez starting for the Rockies. Never heard of him. Giants are 4-2 in their last 6 at home. Give me the Giants winning this one outright at home for some money line cash. Next and final game for the show, it's going to be Reds-Angels, 10:07 Los Angeles. The Angels are minus 155, totals at 9. Nickel fade of the Angels and movement downward on the total. Once again, LA's minus 155, totals at 9. Cincy's plus 150 on the money line. Angels plus 125 on the run line. We have Andrew Heaney for the Angels. Tyler Mahle for the Reds. I've been calling him Tyler Mahle for years. Apparently it's Tyler Mahle for the Reds. But anyway, Mahle, it doesn't matter what you want to call him because he's coming into this game with a 2-7 record and a 4.29 ERA, kind of the soft spot in this very strong Reds rotation. Cincinnati ranks 28th in hits on average per game, which is bottom of the barrel. That's third to last in Major League Baseball. So once again, the Reds 28th in hits on average per game. When it comes to the total, since he's 15-4 to the under in their last 19. Give me the Angels minus 155 and the under 9 runs in that game. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me for today. Happy Tuesday for you. No shout-outs today. Got to move. Got to keep it going. Got to remind you to check me out on my website, patreon.com/BrockPage. Essentially, we sell picks on that site. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We have plenty of different tiers, memberships, and packages, and they begin at just $1.99 per month. And there is free content there as well, including my current record in many different categories. You'd be surprised to see how well I'm doing in one of my categories as well. So check me out, patreon.com/BrockPage. Link for that site is in the description section below.